Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and welcome to another exciting episode of EmGo Build Stuff, the series where I teach you you can call a ship whatever you want, just don't call it unsinkable or late for dinner. It's true. But moving on with the Hachette R.M.S. Titanic, the ship, the legend. We're on stage 138. And we'll take a quick look through the magazine here. So what we got? We have Corinthia, Comfort and Reliability. Originally named Serbia, R.M.S. Corinthia was launched on the 24th of February 1925 and became one of Cunard White Star's most popular liners. There we go. A lovely ship. There we go. Another picture there. Lovely ship. Surviving storms, military service, and that is pretty much it. And then we go right into our instructions. So there you have the magazine. Here we have our parts. So let's get down to it. They're not to it, but to do it. Right. Okay, so let's go. Let's see what we have here. We got lots of little baggies here. Let's see what we have. Little goodies. But here, we have some rings here. This is going to be for the mast. And what do we have here? We have, we have our little, these are our little, our tools that will help us to bend all of the railing. This is going to be interesting. But we have that. What's in here? Let's see. We have it here. Ooh, a pin. Okay. We have a pin for something. What do we have here? I think this is, it's another part of our, more parts of our little bending tools here to help us get the railings into shape. Okay, next, there's a lot of little baggies in here. But I do appreciate that everything, is kind of packed securely. What's in here? Oh, it's a little bit there for the bow. That's going to go over that anchor. I believe we should get a sheet of water slides also. Oh, that's, whoop. Some more railing. I'm guessing this is going to be decals. And yes, they are. Yes, little water slide decals we will be applying here. I don't need this little sheet. Put that right there. And right here we should have all of our railing. It wants to come out. There we go. Ooh, that's very thin. There we go. We got all of our railing right there. Is that all? Oh, no, there's still more in here. There's still more. Open. Open. Oh, there we go. We have these bits here for the forward mast. I think now that's everything, right? Yeah, no, that's everything. That's everything, right? Yep. Cool. All right, there we go. We got everything I think that we need. Okay, cool. Gotta get out of here. Alrighty. Okay, so that feels so fragile. Oh, that feels very fragile as well, as I just toss it aside though. Anyway. Alright, let's open up our instrucciones. Ay, que instrucciones. Ay, so what are we doing here? We are doing photo etched parts and decals. Cool. Alrighty, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to put some water slides on. So I'll show you right here where those little decals are going to go. Two are going to go right there. One's going to go right behind the breakwater right there, which this sign is actually still kind of visible on the wreck, which is amazing, even to this day. But yeah, so I'm going to cut out these little decals. I will get them in place, and we'll show that off. All right, so we got those tiny decals in place. You can see that one right there, that one right here. So those are good to go. And there it is, that little decal right here on the back side of the breakwater. That was a little bit stressful, but we got it done. So let's move on. All right, so now we have this grill right here, and this grill is going to end up being glued right here. So I'm going to get some glue on that real quick. All right, so we have that glued in place. Lovely. So let's move on. Okay, so next we have to bring in the bow shrouds. These little ladder-looking deals. And we need to fold in the tip up top and fold in the two tips on the bottom. They do have little notches there, so it's kind of telling you which way they need to be bent. So bend those in, and this top one's going to go into a little port right up here, and that's going to plug into two ports in the bottom here and sit like that on either side of the main mast. So I'm going to get these bent, get these glued in real quick. All right, there we go. We got those on. Those are looking wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That's stress right there. Stress, so much stress, but we're getting through it. All right, so we still have some work to do on the mast, so let's continue with that. All right, so now we have these rings right here. These are going to be for rigging later, for rigging up the mast. So this is going to go up here. They kind of want you to start at the bottom and then kind of slide it down. But this seems very not wanting to go on here. But basically we're going to take it, slide it down so it's sitting right above this point here, and then put a little dab of glue to hold that in place. So I'm going to do that real quick. All right, we got those rings on. We put on 3. We put one here, we put one here, and we have one right there. So we got those in place. Again, stress, but we got through it. So now let's move on to the next thing. Okay, so now it's time to start bending some railing. Stress. Okay, so all right, so we have our first bit of railing here, and this is going to be right for the front of the bow. So these tools they provide you, all these tools here they provide you, have letters on them, and you basically want to match up the letters. So right now we're going to do bend A. You can see everything here is letters. So we have A, and you can see it fits together just right, and this is how we're going to make our bend. So we're going to try to do this. So let's try to get this centered as we can. And then just push it through and pray to God that it bends the way we want it to bend. Ooh, I'm trying to keep it straight here. Okay. There we go. Oh, that didn't really stay bent, but that's essentially what we want to do here, is just kind of get it going. Maybe we need to hold it for a second. I don't know. I've never done this before. Okay, well, we got it somewhat bent here, but we got the basic shape going. So now we need to get this glued onto the bow. All right, so we got that on, and this is the most important part of railing as far as I'm concerned right here, because that's the money shot right there of Titanic. But yeah, we got that on. Again, stress. Oh my God, the theme of this episode, probably the next couple of episodes, is going to be stress, but you know what? It's okay. We got it on there. It looks great, so now we just need to continue to put the railing down either side here. So I'm going to get that on. All right, so we got these bits of railing going down the sides there. That looks great. That looks great. Whew. Stress. Anyway, so now we have 3 more bits of railing to put here. We have a section that's going to go here, one that's going to go in the middle, and one that's going to go on the other side going across this deck here. So let me get those on. Alrighty, there we go. We got that railing there going across the back. That turned out nicely. This has been going, you know, again, stress, but still, it's actually been going pretty smoothly, so I can't complain too much. But yeah, we got some more railing to do, so let's continue on. Okay, so the next thing we did was put the railings on these 3 staircases right here. right here, and right here. And those were definitely a bit more stressful because there's no little ridge. At least with the railing on the bow, there's a little ridge you can kind of bump it up against, but there's no real ridge here. You just have to kind of put the glue on the side and just stick it there and hope for the best. But it all actually turned out quite well. But all right, so moving on. Okay, and now we've added some railing right here forward of the first funnel. That turned out pretty well. And now we move on to more railing. So the next thing we've done is I've added railing behind the first funnel on either side. That looks quite good. So let's move on to more railing. Okay, so more railing has been added. We added a stretch right here as well as a section right here on the other side of the dome. And next up, just a little more railing. So I was supposed to do this earlier, but I totally skipped past this in the instructions somehow. I just totally glanced over it, but we have railing here around these two forward cranes here. So that's all done. And that is all the railing we're going to do in this stage. So now we can move on to the next thing. So the next thing we're going to do is more water slides. So we have some decals that we need to put on either side of the bow. Right here, right up front. So we'll get those cut out, soaked up, and get those applied as best I can. Alrighty, we got these decals on, running down the side here on either side, behind that propeller, and yeah, that is all there is to do in this stage. Alright, so there is what we did this week. This is going to be short for you, but this was quite long for me. This took well over 3 hours, maybe 4 hours to do all that. So yeah, I knew this was going to be time consuming, but well worth it. I think it looks fantastic. But yeah, here we have our completed work. The first photo etched parts have been fitted to your model along with some more decals. Store the unused parts carefully. You will need them in the next issues. I will do so. There you go. That is it for this stage. Now, if you would like to sign up for your own Titanic kit, there'll be a link in the description down below for you to check out. And if you missed any stage of this build, there is a playlist in the description down below as well for you to check out at your leisure. You can watch this lovely ship of dreams take shape before your very eyes. So there you go. As always, I hope you enjoyed this exciting episode of EmGo Build Stuff. And remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face.